Okay, we're recording.
I'm Malcolm Kelly, President of the National Bi Society. I want to talk to you today about the National Bi Society. Our vision is to create an enlightened society that is free of suffering and confusion. Part of what I do is to present messages on powers of mind, which is a self-enlightenment philosophy. This self-enlightenment philosophy means it's something that you can do for the self. It's something that any individual can do to clear their minds of the toxic beliefs and values that cause us to suffer and live in a world of confusion. These toxic beliefs are present in all of us. They come from our parents and the societies where we live, and we confirm them from our living experiences. So no one is excluded from this process. It's the development of an individual. We are born into a world that is already existing with beliefs and values. It has a culture, it has language, it has all of the things that we are taught about ourselves, and we're taught about the world we live in. It has religion, it has the laws, all types of things exist already in the world. Unfortunately for most of us, we began to search for who we are within these existing beliefs and values. And as we search for things outside of ourselves, we become confused about who we really are, and we began to introduce suffering into our lives. One of the first principles of the 10 principles of the National Bi Society is, I acknowledge that I am responsible for the current conditions in my life. I acknowledge that I am responsible for the current conditions in my life. That means that wherever you are now in your life, you made the decisions to place yourself in this position. Oh yes, we can say that there are all types of external things in the world that cause us to do certain things. We're tied up because we're limited by our beliefs. No, that's called an excuse. What happened to all of us is that we began to develop images about who we are. We defined it, we accepted the definitions that have been given to us by others. And by accepting these definitions, we began to live within the toxicity of the beliefs and values existing in the world. So we could feel oppressed by other people who we believe have power over us. Sure, people taught us language in order to express our ideals and our beliefs and values, but language is a limitation. It is not the solution to who we are. Who we are begins with an inward journey that takes us deeper into who we are. That means the first thing we must be willing to do is challenge the existing beliefs and values in our lives. Are we willing today to challenge or doubt the existing beliefs in our lives? Can we today say to ourselves, I am greater than what I have been taught by others to believe I am. I am greater than what I have been taught by others to believe that I am. Now, if we can bring ourselves to that point in our lives, this position, then we're able to access the powers of mind. The powers of mind is the process that we use at the Bi Society to create an enlightened mind. An enlightened mind in this case means the ability to see clearly, to see the world without the toxic distortions causing us to believe that we're victims, or we're victimized, or we're oppressed, or we must struggle for everything in life. We don't have to struggle for anything in life. We weren't created to struggle. We didn't come from a power that struggles. We come from an effortless universe, a power that has no struggle in creativity. We place struggle into our lives by our willingness to accept what we have been taught by others. And then we begin to search for ourselves outside of our minds. And in our search, we become confused about what we have been taught by others to believe about ourselves. And when that happens, we begin to doubt whether we have the power to do anything without other people telling us what to do. So that's why most of us look outside of ourselves for leaders, someone to guide us into understanding who we are. We are talking about your individual mind guiding you to the place where you have the clarity to see. First, get wisdom, and with all they're getting, get understanding. Get wisdom, but with all they're getting, get understanding. That means understanding how you became the person that you are. It is very simple. Someone taught you, gave you a name. Someone taught you a language. Someone taught you about how to act in the society. Someone gave you the ins and outs of how to function. And depending upon what household you were in, you were limited about the power or the awareness what was in the world based upon the people that were teaching you. So if you were taught by people who had no awareness of what was going on, then you are put in that position where you lack the awareness to understand about who you really are. And what powers of mind will do for you is it will free you to understand that you have the power to overcome what you have been taught by others. And to learn more about powers of mind, the self-enlightenment process, or the self-enlightenment philosophy, go to our website at www.nationalbysociety.org. That's www.nationalbysociety.org. It's one word, National By Society. And you can find out more information and support our philosophy of powers of mind. Thank you, and have a great day.